This is 911. When people ignore you, do this instead. Stoic wisdom. There is a kind of pain that rarely leaves a visible mark. It is not always betrayal. It is not always criticism. Sometimes it is simply being ignored. A message goes unanswered. A greeting is met with silence. Someone who once seemed interested now behaves as though you no longer exist. For many people, the first reaction is to chase. They send another message, seek an explanation, or wonder what they did wrong. Stoic philosophy offers a different response. Rather than chasing another person's attention, it invites us to examine what is within our control and what is not. The ancient Stoics argued that our peace of mind depends far more on our own judgments and actions than on the opinions or behavior of others. If someone ignores you, your greatest strength is not forcing them to notice you. Your greatest strength is refusing to let their behavior determine your peace. Today, we will explore how Stoic wisdom can help you respond with dignity, clarity, and inner strength when you are ignored. The first lesson is this: not every silence is about you. When someone ignores us, the mind immediately begins creating explanations. They no longer respect me. I must have said something wrong. I'm not important. These thoughts often arise automatically, yet they are not always supported by evidence. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that people are disturbed not simply by events, but by the judgments they make about those events. Someone's silence is an event. The meaning you attach to that silence is your judgment. That distinction matters. Without knowing the facts, we often create stories that increase our own suffering. A Stoic response begins by resisting the urge to jump to conclusions. Instead of asking, "Why are they ignoring me?" ask, "What do I actually know?" This simple question creates space between emotion and reaction. The second lesson is to stop chasing what you cannot control. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what depends on us and what does not. Your choices, your character, your words, these belong to you. Another person's attention, their opinions, their decisions, these belong to them. The more you try to control another person's response, the more power you give away. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself to focus on governing his own mind rather than becoming consumed by the actions of others. This does not mean becoming cold or indifferent toward people. It means recognizing that your emotional stability should not depend entirely on circumstances beyond your control. When someone ignores you, remind yourself, "I cannot choose their actions, but I can choose my response." That is where genuine freedom begins. The third lesson is to let silence become information rather than an invitation to panic. Silence does not always have the same meaning. Someone may be overwhelmed with responsibilities. They may be distracted. They may be facing difficulties you know nothing about. Or they may simply have chosen a different direction in life. Whatever the reason, reacting impulsively rarely improves the situation. Stoicism encourages observation before reaction. Instead of immediately filling the silence with assumptions, pay attention to patterns over time. People often reveal their priorities through consistent actions rather than occasional words. Accepting reality as it is, rather than as we wish it to be, is one of the foundations of Stoic practice. The fourth lesson is to protect your peace. Many people unknowingly hand control of their emotional well-being to others. One unanswered message can ruin an entire day. One ignored greeting can dominate every thought. The Stoics believed that a good life is built on virtue and sound judgment, not on constant approval from other people. If your peace depends on everyone treating you the way you hope, your peace will always remain fragile. Instead, Cultivate a mind that remains steady regardless of another person's behavior. This is not emotional suppression. It is emotional discipline. There is an important difference. The fifth lesson is to invest in yourself instead of seeking validation. Whenever someone ignores us, we face a choice. We can spend our energy trying to change their opinion, or we can invest that same energy in becoming wiser, healthier, stronger, and more disciplined. The second choice always produces greater long-term rewards. Read another chapter. Exercise. Develop a valuable skill. Strengthen your finances. Spend time with people who value mutual respect. Every hour spent improving yourself is an hour invested in something that remains within your control. The Stoics argued that excellence of character is built through consistent daily actions. No one can take that away from you. The sixth lesson is to practice quiet confidence. Confidence is often misunderstood. Many believe confidence comes from admiration or popularity. Stoicism presents a different picture. Confidence grows when your actions consistently reflect your values, when you keep your promises, when you act honestly, when you remain calm under pressure, when you continue doing what is right even without recognition. This kind of confidence does not depend on applause. It comes from knowing that your character remains intact regardless of how others respond. The seventh lesson is to accept that people and relationships change. Life is constantly changing. Friendships evolve. Careers change. Communities grow apart. Some relationships become stronger. Others naturally come to an end. The Stoics frequently reflected on the changing nature of life, not to become pessimistic, but to appreciate reality more fully. Accepting change allows us to respond with wisdom instead of resistance. If someone chooses to leave your life, allow yourself to move forward with dignity. Holding on to resentment only prolongs suffering. The eighth and final lesson is this: your worth is not measured by another person's attention. Respect from others can be meaningful. Friendship is valuable. Love enriches life. But none of these should become the foundation of your self-worth. According to Stoic philosophy, the qualities that truly define a person are wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. These virtues remain available regardless of how others treat you. When someone ignores you, remember what still belongs to you: your integrity, your choices, your discipline, your peace of mind. Those are treasures no one can take without your permission. So the next time someone ignores you, pause before reacting. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, respond with wisdom and dignity. Do not measure your value by the attention you receive. Measure it by the character you build each day. That is the path Stoicism has encouraged for centuries. If you found this reflection valuable, subscribe to the Stoic Wisdom. For more lessons inspired by timeless Stoic philosophy, helping you build resilience, emotional discipline, and lasting inner peace. Thank you for listening, and remember, the strongest person is not the one who is noticed by everyone, but the one whose peace does not depend on being noticed at all.